Animatus Biosciences is a startup biotechnology company focused on regenerative medicine. Our first project is a therapy for heart failure. Heart failure is the most serious health problem facing the U.S. and the developed world. It's estimated that 6.5 million people in the U.S. suffer from heart failure and that there are 960,000 new cases annually. The cost of treatment is currently about $30 billion a year and is expected to rise to $70 billion per year by 2030. Current treatments range from drugs such as diuretics, antihypertensives, or inotropic agents to heart transplantation. Drugs can only help to manage the symptoms of heart failure, but can do nothing to reverse the damage. While heart transplantation can reverse heart failure, there aren't enough hearts available to treat the patient population. In 2018, there were only 3,400 heart transplants in the U.S. Clearly, there's an urgent need for a therapy that can reverse heart failure. Adult cardiomyocytes are unable to replicate because the growth regulatory pathways are inactivated soon after birth. Hence, damage to heart tissue can't be repaired after an injury. Animatus transcription factors can counteract this blockade and stimulate the growth of new cardiomyocytes. The primary competition for a heart failure solution is cell therapy, either with mesenchymal stem cells derived from bone marrow and adipose tissue, or using induced pluripotent cells, which are similar to embryonic stem cells. The problem with cell therapies is that they require harvesting of cells from donors and extensive culturing. This makes them labor-intensive, time-consuming, and therefore very expensive. By contrast, Animatus transcription factors can be mass-produced at low cost per dose. Our team has many years of experience in cardiovascular research and in the biotech industry. Our CEO, Dr. Stephen Navran, a former faculty member at Baylor College of Medicine in the Cardiovascular Sciences section, is currently Chief Scientific Officer at Synthicon Incorporated, a NASA biotechnology spin-off company. Our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Robert Schwartz, also a former faculty member at Baylor in the Department of Cell and Molecular Biology, is currently the Hugh Roy and Lily Krantz Cullen University Professor in the Department of Biology and Biochemistry at the University of Houston. He's also Director of the Center for Molecular Medicine and Experimental Therapeutics at the University of Houston. Our Chief Operating Officer, William Anderson, is the CEO of Synthicon Incorporated. We have already completed extensive validation of our transcription factors in isolated cardiomyocytes. The next step is to do an infarct study, first in a small animal model, the rat, and then in a large animal model, the pig. The successful completion of these animal studies will be a significant stepping stone to a licensing agreement with a large biotech or pharma company. We are seeking a $3 million investment to hire additional laboratory personnel, pay patent expenses, and most importantly, fund the animal studies which will lead to licensing revenue for the company.